Hi. I'm just gonna pop in quick. I don't know if I'll end up doing anything more later. It's my daughter's 28th birthday today, and she's on her way over. And then my older daughter with the two younger grandkids are on their way over, and my stepmom will be coming over. And we're just gonna hang out at the pool and maybe get some takeout. I don't know. I walked 3 miles. It's very hot, very muggy. My hair is just frizzing all over the place. Can't do anything with it, so I'm not going to try. Woke up pretty bad this morning, and I don't know if any of you believe or understand or know or do have the gift of tongues. It's one of the gifts of the Spirit. It's talked about in the Bible quite frequently in the Old Testament. And I literally just laid in bed and prayed and spoke in tongues to the Lord this morning because I was beyond. And, when you know that nobody can help you and no doctor's going to help you and no medication's going to help you, nothing's going to help you. Not fast, if at all. And I just was like saying, Lord, I'm just calling out to you because I can't do this. I've got so much to do. If I could just put my life on hold and say I'm all done. But like today, my daughter's birthday, and the whole weekend, other than tomorrow's supposed to rain, but Saturday and Sunday, they'll be here at the pool. And we'll celebrate her birthday with my husband and her husband and my son, hopefully, and we'll just, I don't know. I move around too much and I literally feel like I'm going to pass out. That's how bad my head gets. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Earlier my head felt, as a nurse, I can kind of monitor when things don't feel, they feel worse than usual or something. Does that make sense? God, I can't even look at myself because my hair looks like a clown. Forgive the clown look. I laugh it up. You're welcome to laugh it up because wow, what is it doing? It is so frizzy. Took my blood pressure and it was 138 over 89, and that's high. No, it's not stroke, it's not run to the hospital, but it's high. It's not it. So I knew my head was feeling worse than usual or just different. And then I just sat and chilled for a little while, retook it, and it was 110 over 85, so it came down quite a bit. But just now, when I was changing into my bathing suit, just, bending over and moving around quite a bit, because I have to squiggle into my bathing suit now. I've gained so much weight. I had to stop because I literally feel like I'm going to pass out. I never have, but I feel like I'm just on the verge. That's the next thing. I'm going to start passing out. Then they'll have to put me in the hospital. Then they'll have to do more tests. Then they'll have to figure out what. So, she should be here any time now. The birthday girl, 28. I'm such a horrible mother. I want to say she was born at noon, or a little bit after noon, on the 16th. But I'd have to look in her baby book. I don't remember. I remember when my son was born. He was my last. And it was because it was basketball season. And the doctor and my husband both had tickets to the SU game that day. And were, making fun of the fact that I was ruining their plans for their basketball game, and could I pop this baby out a little faster so they could make it to the game. Clearly my husband didn't go to the game, but So I remember the time. He was born at 6 p.m. But the other two, I'd have to look in their baby books. But on this day, 28 years ago, I was giving birth to my second child after 9 years. There's 9 years between her and my oldest. So it was like starting all over again. You go 9 years without having a baby, it's like all brand new. Everything's brand new. But then alas, oh man, I'm dizzy. My son, he was born 15 months later. Wasn't brand new for him, because I had just given birth 15 months prior to that, so we're going to go out to the pool. It's, cloudy, sunny. It's not full sun, but it's very hot and muggy, and it is what it is. Thank you for the comments. Any of you who leave comments, I really appreciate the comments. I know I don't get back to you really fast. It's hard for me sometimes to even check to see if anyone's even watched my vlog, let alone comment on them. I very rarely comment on anyone else's vlog because I don't even know what to say. If I don't have something positive to say, I don't feel like I should say anything, and I'm a very critical person, if you haven't figured that out on your own by now. I'm a very critical person. I'm a very opinionated person, and I can get very snarky, and so I try to just shut my mouth. Man, I need a haircut. That's what it is, right? I need this all cut again. 'Cause this is kind of crazy hairdo. This is like Bozo the clown. So hopefully by the time Yuda, you know who she is, Yuda, comes and my other daughter comes with my grandkids, we'll figure out. I'm not going out to eat. I made that big mistake a couple days ago with my daughter and the two grandkids, and that was a complete horror show. They were so naughty. So we'll just have to get some takeout and bring it back here and eat under the gazebo. So, it's pretty bad when you are waiting for the night. Well, she's here. I gotta go. Check in with you later. Hello. I never came back on yesterday. It got too busy, and never had a chance, so everybody came over, swam, played. We barbecued outside. They went through 2 bottles of wine. I didn't. All day long I battled the feeling off balanced, really woozy, dizzy. I'm sorry, my hair is bothering the heck out of me. I gotta make an appointment Monday to get a cut. And it doesn't help that I'm covered in sweat constantly because the humidity is so high. Anyways, so we had planned on going to see my mom, my 2 daughters and my grandkids and I. And that quickly fell apart today. And I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, literally. I mean, I just was miserable this morning because it took me holding on to the dresser and the bedpost and the wall to get to the toilet. And my bathroom is from here to there. Did you see that? From here to there. And I literally stumbled to get into there. And when I have mornings like that, I get angry. I'm not only scared and, of course, freaked out because it's so bad, but I get angry because it's like, are you kidding me? My entire life is stumbling around, feeling off balanced. So I was just in a really rotten mood. And then when the girls kind of reneged on our plans, that ticked me off. And you don't tick off a chronically ill person, because we can really, or at least I can have a really bad bite. So now I'm just waiting for my husband to come home so I can go see my mother, because I haven't seen her since Monday, and she's had no contact with me because I took the phone out, no phone service. And this is the longest she's gone with having no contact with me in the 2 years she's lived here. Because if she didn't see me, she called me 14 times a day. So I know she needs a visit. So I spent the day, I walked my 3 miles, went in the pool a little bit, but it's been cloudy, very humid, 87% of humidity. So it's just wet and thick out. And talked on the phone a little bit, vacuumed, and now I'm laying in bed waiting for my husband to come home so I can drive the 30 minutes to my mother's, unless he wants to go with me, which I doubt he will. Maybe he will, because the plan was that us girls were gonna go visit my mother this afternoon, and then on the way home meet my husband and my son-in-law at this Mexican restaurant that's in the village of where I live, which the parking lot is always full. Doesn't matter what day of the week, it is always full. And that says something. And then my son ended up finally going there to eat one day, and he said, oh my God, their food is phenomenal. And I love Mexican food. And I don't care what I'm eating now. I've gained some weight. I don't care. Why am I battling my weight when I'm so sick in my head? Probably so I can fit in my clothes. But anyway, so maybe if my husband is enticed with us stopping and having dinner at that Mexican restaurant on the way home, he'll come with me. But I have to go see my mother. And I was telling somebody today, when you have been as sick as long as I have been, and your head is like this every single day, without any exception, you are always at some level feeling off balanced, floating, feeling like somebody's pulling the rug out from underneath you, a kaleidoscope brain. When this is every single day, you learn to just do things while you're in that mode. Like yesterday, having my family over. A couple times I'm grabbing a hold of the pole on the gazebo like this. I'm sure I've got sunglasses on so they can't see, but my eyes are popping out because I'm like, or sitting in a swivel chair, and then all of a sudden grabbing the chair and like, don't move me, don't move me, don't move me. Somebody yells and I turn my head fast to see what's going on, and my whole equilibrium goes out. It's horrid. It's a horrid thing. But they all had a good day, and they're planning on coming all back over here on Sunday. They want me to make the cake. I didn't make the cake. Make the cake, and my husband, for years and years and years, have always made my daughter, Brittany, homemade chicken wings. That she loves his chicken wings. So that was the plan. But in my pissy mood, when my girls reneged on going with me to see my mother today, I, like a child, said, you know what? I'm not feeling Sunday. I don't want to do Sunday. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, you guys can't put yourself out to do this one thing for me, to go visit my mother with me, yet you want me to do things for you all the time. That's my mood. I'm sure you all get like this too. I'm either bawling my eyes out and crying, or I'm miserably mean, rageful. That's how I am today. I'm rageful. I'm mean and rageful because I'm again, you're just tired of your existence. We actually talked about suicide a lot yesterday. Nah, I shouldn't say a lot. We talked about suicide. And my younger daughter has no problem with suicide when somebody's suffering. She's not a Christian. She was raised as one, but she's walked away from her faith several years ago. So she doesn't, according to her, she doesn't believe in heaven and hell and all that. So she was saying, you know, somebody's suffering, like my mother. She totally believes that my mother should be, you know, allowed to die. No reason why she's alive. And I agree, but that's in God's hands. I can't do it. And she said that if I really wanted to die, she would kill me. I'm like, oh, that's good to know. My daughter would kill me. She goes, if you're in misery and you're being tortured and you're having no quality of life. And of course, my older daughter's like, I would never do it. I would never hurt you. I could never hurt my mom. That tells you the difference between my two daughters. My younger daughter is me. Little witchy poo sometimes. But, yeah. It's tough. Any of you have maldebarkment, severe, and you have found something that's helped you, please let me know what's working for you. I need to try something new. I really do. I cannot keep going on like this. I'm doing my best getting out, driving, doing a lot more than I did a year ago. But it's still there. I'm just living with it now. It's just part of me. It's like a sore zit on your butt that won't go away, I guess. It's my thorn in the flesh. That's what it is. It's my thorn in the flesh because it doesn't go away. So that's my update from yesterday and today. Don't have any plans for tomorrow. And like I said, we'll see about Sunday. I mean, I'm sure that they'll end up coming over. Well, I'm not sure of anything. I can't say that because I'm not sure of anything anymore. I don't know. I thought we had pretty much made plans to do certain things today, and it didn't pan out, so welcome to any of you new people who've just popped in on my vlog. Welcome to Lainey's life of lousiness. And again, if any of you have maldebarkment and you've found something that helps you, please, 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 in the comments below, tell me what's working for you. So, Lord willing, I will be back at this another day, another time, another hour. God bless. Hi. Just got back from my mom's. Apparently 4 days was a little bit too much in between visits because everyone, including some of the residents, were saying that she was very concerned about how long it had been since she's seen me, and am I coming, and when am I going to come again, and pretty rattled. The nurse even left a message on my machine at home after I had left, saying that she pretended to talk to me and that I was busy, and to try to calm my mom down. And when I first got there, the conversation went to, I gotta go home. But we sat down and she cried. She cried as soon as she saw me. She just broke down crying. She was so happy to see me. This is a new mom. This is a new person. She's broken. She's broken. And then we sat together on a couch and I just hugged her and we talked about the pros and cons of why she was going to stay where she is, and she accepted it. She's not combative with me, and I think it's because she's just so thrilled to see me. She's just so thrilled to have me there. And turn this way so it's not with the reflection. My laptop and my glasses. So, like I said, she's broken. But I'm making friends with all the residents, and I actually helped the aide get their dinner out and help residents cutting their food and just chitting and chatting with them, and just, I'll tell you what, those aides work their butts off. That one aide, she's got 13 residents that she cares for, 8 hours a day. I don't know how she does it. I clearly do not know how she does it. I just got a pain in my chest. That was weird. It made me jump. You know you've turned over a new leaf when you become the mother. Wiping your mother. This is personal, but, literally helping her with a bowel movement. I'm a nurse. I know what I'm doing. Done it many times. I won't get graphic, but I had to do it today. I didn't plan on it. Didn't know I was going to have to do it, but thank God I knew what I was doing. I stayed with her for 2 hours. Took her outside, sat outside. It was so muggy we didn't stay outside very long, but sat with her while she ate her dinner. When I left, she was okay. But of course, when am I going to see you again? I wrote it on her white erase board that I'd be back on Monday. And I said, so that's in 3 days, Mom. I'll be back in 3 days. And, well, what are you doing on Sunday? And like an idiot, as the words are coming in my mouth, I'm like, why am I saying this? I said, well, the family's coming over for Brittany's birthday. And then I'm like, why did you just say that? And her eyes just got big and she goes, well, can I come? And I was like, oh, Mom, no, you can't do stairs. Well, I can do some stairs. I was like, all right, let me talk to Sid. Or she can't. It would be 2 hours of driving. A half an hour there, a half an hour back to my house, and then half an hour and a half an hour again to take her home. I can't do that. It's too much work. It's too much work. Michelle in Tennessee, she has her own vlog. I don't know if you watch this, Michelle, but she had suggested if you have Netflix to watch the documentary Afflicted. So I actually got Netflix today because I didn't have it. And I do want to watch some movies that Netflix has, so I figured what the heck. And I just start watching it. I'm only on the second episode, and I don't know. It's sad. But we're not alone. There's people out there all over the world with chronic illness and not getting the right diagnosis and not getting the right help. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. My head has been pretty much the way it always is. But I was able to drive. I didn't have any problem driving, and that's the big thing with mental development. You find that you're usually better driving, which is so weird. Sometimes it's not always good for me, but I was fine driving the 30 minutes there and back. So I'm going to sign off. Now I really truly am going to sign off. And catch you guys later. God bless.